here's the thing. We got three things I think that therapy, the reason why people get in therapy, what's the benefit. The three things are this. One is self-awareness. Therapy helps you become more aware of yourself, right? We all have blind spots. We all have things we just don't know about ourselves. And therapy helps us to undercover and overcover, what's the word? It helps us to learn about ourselves, okay? Therapy helps us to learn about ourselves, the things that we didn't know. Oh, uncover, that's the word I'm looking for. Therapy helps to uncover those things.
This struggle got purpose and we grow. So whatever road we have to take next, all I need to know is that we'll roll with the punches.
All right, y'all, I'm just gonna go ahead. I am gonna go ahead and get in it today. We're not just gonna beat around the bush. I got something to talk to you about. What is therapy? What is therapy? Why do people get in therapy? What's the benefit of therapy? Okay, y'all, here's the thing. We got three things I think that therapy, the reason why people get in therapy, what's the benefit. The three things are this. One is self-awareness. Therapy helps you become more aware of yourself, right? We all have blind spots. We all have things we just don't know about ourselves. And therapy helps us to undercover and overcover, what's the word? It helps us to learn about ourselves, okay? Therapy helps us to learn about ourselves, the things that we didn't know. Oh, uncover, that's the word I'm looking for. Therapy helps to uncover those things, right? Number two, therapy helps with skills, right? And we at Midwest Anxiety believe we're biased to the cognitive behavioral skills, all right? So thoughts, you know, how you're thinking, how you're feeling inside emotionally and physically, and behaviors, what you do. We believe those are all connected together. All right, we help you look in each of those areas, see what your strengths are, see what your struggles are, and we believe that the struggles of life are in those three areas. They can be in all three areas, they can be in one, but thoughts, feelings, and behaviors, those are skills. And then the last thing is motivation. Motivation. Therapy looks at your motivation and how motivated are you to change the things that you struggle with. You know, certainly at times we talk with clients and they're like, yeah, I'm motivated. Sometimes they're not motivated, right? But as therapy gets going, all right, as we start climbing that hill, as we start doing the work, really, that's the true test of motivation, is when things start getting difficult, are you willing to keep doing the work? Are you willing to keep doing the work no matter what? All right. And therapists, a good therapist will have an equal balance of loving and supporting and caring for you and empathizing with you and validating with you. And then they have an equal balance of pushing you, right? Of pushing you, of holding you accountable when you can't hold yourself accountable, all right? So what are the benefits? What is the reason why someone gets in therapy? 1, self-awareness. 2, skills. And 3, motivation, to hold you accountable for change, all right? Those are the 3 things. Anything else, if you're looking just for a friend, or if you're looking to go in and just kind of talk to someone and complain about your problems and really not looking to get anything out of it, I think you could do that with therapists. Some therapists will do that. That's not something we do at Midwest Anxiety. We believe in goals, being a goal-directed treatment, being able to help you be self-aware, gain the skills, and then holding you accountable, and then getting out of the work, right? Getting out of the work and letting you be able to use those things in your day-to-day life, all right? Those are the 3 things in therapy. Okay, it's time for what's been coming up in client sessions. All right, y'all, what's been coming up in client sessions? Let's talk about that complexity is the enemy of execution. Complexity is the enemy of execution. let's talk about this in therapy, but also let's talk about this in real life. That I think sometimes we get in our head too much. We get in our head too much about what's supposed to be the right way to do it. I think in therapy sometimes we try to make therapy too difficult. We make it too complex. We make it abstract. We're laying down on the therapist chair. By the way, does your therapist have a therapy chair? Anyway, laying down on the therapy chair, looking at the clouds and trying to interpret kind of what life is. I think sometimes we make life too difficult. I think sometimes we make therapy too difficult. Life does not have to be difficult. I think when we make it difficult, then we start hesitating. We start becoming defensive. We don't execute on the goals. And for me, I just a lot of times when I start to make things difficult and I start hesitating and I start having trouble executing, I just go back to the basics, y'all. I just go back to the basics. And sometimes that's easier than trying to figure out the complex. Does that make sense? I try to go back to the basics. And the basic for me is this. My heart is beating. That's the first thing I go to. Is my heart beating? Yes, it's beating. Okay? That's the basic. And after my heart's beating, okay, what's going on in the moment? What is going on in the moment? I'm going to just be in the here and now. What's going on in the moment? What am I smelling? What am I seeing? What am I tasting? What am I touching? Right? I'm just going to be in the moment. My heart's beating. Okay, that's good. Now I'm in the moment. And I'm just going to take care of whatever is going on in this moment. My brain can start spinning and getting overwhelmed. If this happens, then this happens, then this happens, then oh my gosh, then life is... No. Let's get simple. Let's get simple. Because when we start getting simple, things start getting clear for us. We can start seeing that things are achievable, right? They're obtainable. When we get simple, things become attainable. This is all I have to do in this moment. All that has to be done is my heart has to start beating, okay? Or keep beating, hopefully, not start beating, keep beating. And I just got to take care of the here and now. So right now, I just got to take care of talking to you, and I got to just drive, right? I got to just drive. Those are the only things. What just happened in a client session, I don't have to worry about. What's happening for dinner tonight, I don't have to worry about right here. That's simple. Let's get simple. Okay, now as I get simple and I start taking care of this is kind of like I'm starting to stack the W's. We start talking about stacking the wins. Now, okay, I've achieved this. I got a win here. Now I can build on to the next thing. Okay, now what happens after this moment? Okay, I'm on to the next client's house. Let's think about this next client. All right, okay, here's what we're talking about. Here's what's going on. Here's the plan. All right, let's focus on that client. All right, what do you got next on your schedule? What's the thing that you're doing next? Okay, only think about that, okay? So let's stay simple, y'all. Simple will get you into a place of execution. Complexity, no. Right? With the Chiefs, right? 13 seconds left, that Bills game. Hey, we just need to get the ball down the field. We need to get the ball down the field. However we can get that ball down the field is how we're going to win, how we're going to score in the next 13 seconds. How are we going to get that ball down the field, okay? All right, so remember, simplicity is the way out of complexity. Simplicity will execute. You'll execute. Stack those little W's, all right?